Vladimir, with this game you have just taken your score with the white games against Peter to an incredible 9-1. Do you have an explanation for this score?
No, I mean, it happens very often like this, that when you have a difficult opponent, you know, and somehow you start to lose games. But Peter, he was beating me from time to time with white, but yes, when I have white, I think he's suffering quite often, fortunately for me.
And now about today's game, can you tell us about what happened?
Yes, I think I played knight c3 move, which is kind of new, and I think I got certain advantage, and it's quite unpleasant position for black, this endgame which appeared, and Peter wanted to solve the problems in a tactical way, and then I think he miscalculated something. In fact, he told me that he saw rook takes a7, but he missed that after rook a7, rook d8, king f8, bishop a7, bishop takes e5, there is bishop b8, rook c5, b4. This is what he missed, and then I think it's quite bad after rook a7. But I'm not sure that after bishop e5, it's which was probably the best move, it's still very dangerous for black. So position is quite unpleasant, I would say. So I got well, very pleasant endgame from the beginning, and then somehow, of course, I'm not sure I would manage to win if he would not blunder.
You're now back on +1, very mixed, a lot of decisive results here. Going back to a quite painful game, I guess, against Anish Giwi. What happened there? He mentioned in the interview that maybe you weren't sure if you were playing for a draw or for a win. What can you tell us about that game?
No, unfortunately, yeah, that was the main problem, because somehow you know, of course, well, I had black with Anish, but I got such a nice position out of the opening that, you know, it visually looks like black should be slightly better, at least somehow. And then I spent oceans of time trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. And then, I mean, to my stupidity, I was starting to play for a win without any... I mean, somehow I didn't see anything, but I just saw that it cannot be that white is just equal. In fact, it is. In fact, black has no advantage at all. But it looks really, really dangerous for white from the beginning. And then I spent a lot of time and started to play terrible move just to avoid a forced draw. And then I ended up in a worse position. So it was, well, not... I mean, it was quite a disappointing game, because of course it was difficult to lose this position. I mean, if you don't want to play for a win, I can always make a draw in many ways. Yeah, so it was disappointing, and then yesterday was very disappointing game also. So somehow I hope with today's game I start to get better feelings about the tournament. Maybe hopefully I start to warm up a bit, you know, because probably my shaky play in the second and third round was due to the fact that I didn't play for a long time, and somehow I still didn't feel fully in the tournament, you know. So hopefully now it's getting better, we will see.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.